Bye, girls. Good morning, guys. I first just want to brag and say that it is 9 o'clock in the morning. I just dropped the girls off. I have a doctor's appointment today, and I woke up not even 1 hour ago. We were dressed and ready to leave within 20 minutes. The girls are in their jammies, but Abram's coming with me because he's spending some time with my mom today. They haven't seen each other in a while, so we all stopped for donuts, but he's coming with me to my baby doctor appointment. I'm so excited for him to hear the heartbeat. Abram, are you excited to come with me to check on the baby? Do you remember coming with me ever to see Juliet when she was in my tummy?
I think so.
You think so? I don't think we're gonna see the baby today, but you'll at least get to hear the heartbeat. And they'll check my blood pressure and all those little things. So that'll be fun.
Will I get to see the x-ray?
No, not today.
What up, man, babes? How you guys doing today? I'm in the Word this morning, and I'm back on chapter 4 in James. In the verse I've already shared with you guys, for what is your life? Is it even a vapor that appears for a little time and vanishes away? And it talks about don't make your plans without saying if it's God's will, because you're a vapor. And I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my garden, and I'm imagining myself disappearing as a vapor. I start thinking about how do I appreciate what I have? How do I stop wanting more? If we get rid of more stuff, kind of move backwards instead of forwards with more stuff, get less stuff, or pause instead of doing anything and truly appreciating what we have instead of trying to gain more, we gain more by doing that. And so I'm looking at my garden back in those terms, and I'm realizing that was never there. So my goal today is to appreciate that right there. And so I'm gonna go out to my garden and rearrange it instead of trying to buy more for it.
All right, guys, just sitting here in the doctor's office room waiting on our doctor to come in. Abram just asked me a question. What was it, buddy?
It was, how do babies just come up in mommy's tummies?
It's a really good question. Well, it has to be when there's a mommy and a daddy who love each other very, very much, and they decide to have a baby. God designed women's bodies to be able to carry babies inside of them. Daddies help. There's
another good question.
Oh, another good question.
Why do only girls have babies?
That's just how God designed it. He made it so that our bodies we have eggs inside of us, and they get fertilized, which means they become pregnant, and a baby grows from that. What else do you want to know?
That's it.
Okay.
I'm too tired. You have to do my job. Come on. Come on.
She wants you to take that from her and help her do it. Big old belly.
Where is it?
There we go.
Well, he's trying hard and I'm trying hard. We're gonna get it out. There we go. Okay. All right, now you gotta push this button. Good job. All right, you hold this like a pencil. Okay, and you gotta hold it still so you can hear the baby's heartbeat. Okay, go ahead, put it on.
You hear that, buddy?
The numbers are right there. The numbers will pop up right there. Okay, your little heart move.
Can you move it around? Wiggle it around?
There you go.
Oh,
You did really good.
Did
you
you
did super.
say thank you?
For a rookie man,
Thank
you did
you.
great.
Gotta redo that sign. It drives me nuts.
Super Bobby!
Yay!
Come here and hug me. Oh, squeeze.
Oh, they haven't seen each other in a while.
No.
Symphony told him about your new setup. He's been so curious about it. Tell me about what you got to do today.
Yes, I got to help the doctor with the baby's heartbeat.
Oh, did you hear it?
Okay, guys, and the real MVP moment of the day. I am finally at my favorite destination of the day. I'm at Sandy's house. We have a coffee date today.
Hello.
My favorite part of the day's here. Yay! Because the baby is... No, he's awake. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to get my hands on a baby. Courtney's little nephew is here. Oh gosh, he's awake. As always, I got to Sandy's house. I vlogged her for 2 seconds. I sat the phone down and then we talked for like 2 hours. So I feel like every time I leave Sandy's house, I'm like, sorry for being a bad vlogger, guys. But now I'm back at my mom's to pick up Abram. I think my mom has a couple of things she needs me to help her do. And I was looking at it before I left her house earlier and I'm like, oh, I hope I do a good job. I think she wants me to hang some pictures on the wall. I'm just saying, Sam's really good at that. And I can fake it till I make it, but I just hope it's good enough, you know? Anyway, got my ice. I'm craving ice again, you guys, my poor teeth. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. What are y'all doing? Oh, it's not even too messy in here.
Axel.
Axel? Oh. You guys are watching YouTube? Oh my. Abram's loading up Bebo's trash.
Alright guys, the family's home, and like I said, I'm gonna try out this book, Character Sketches. So why do you always scream when I start talking, sweetie? When you hear me or mommy talking, just keep your voice down, okay? Or wait till we're done talking if you need to. Jill, I'm talking.
We're not playing.
What in the world? Give me a second. So it says you start off with a concept to ask the family, and you'll discuss the concept at the table. And after dinner, we go over the
That's me, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so loud.
You discuss the concept during the meal. After the meal, you go over the Bible story. And I guess after the Bible story, you go over the animal that kind of goes with the story. Alright, so the question we're going to talk about at the dinner table today. Everybody listening? Yes, we're. The question we're going to be talking about today is, if you've inherited a sum of money which you needed, but then learned that the one who died had cheated others out of their money, what would you do?
Would I be the one that cheated on the money, or would I be the one who gave down the money?
You're the one who got the money. For example, if Daddy stole some stuff, I stole a bunch of cars and I sold it to somebody else. I made a whole bunch of money. I made like $1 million after stealing the cars. And then I died and you get the $1 million, right? Mm-hmm. And then you learn that I stole cars and got that money.
Yeah, eventually somebody tells me that.
Yes. So what would you do with that money?
I would donate it to like a hospital or something.
Oh.
Mine too.
That's not a bad idea.
So here's what I would do. I'll give some to the poor. I'll give some to the church. Save some for college.
Great answers, man.
And save some for Hot Wheels. That was probably not the best answer.
What would you do, Juliet?
If Daddy stole money and then he gave it to you, what would you do?
With the money?
And it was like bad money, kind of. Money from people.
You hide it from people?
So people wouldn't take it from where you would spend it.
What I would first do is do some research and figure out who my dad stole the money from.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I'd be like, that would be kind of hard.
If it was stolen from families, and I learned that it was stolen from families, then I would donate it to foundations that are for families. If it was stolen from the stock market, for example, if it's stolen from like, let's say another rich man, I would take it and I'll give it to the poor. Yeah, if it's stolen from somebody rich that didn't really affect, I'll give it to the poor.
I just feel like taking all of y'all's answers.
Yeah, those are kind of good
I would just want to donate it. That's what I was originally going to say. I would donate it.
Did you guys keep any of it, like Abram did? Abram kept a little bit of it.
Well, when Jules is older, she doesn't get the question, so.
He also kept some for college.
Yeah.
Which ain't a bad idea. It's hard to say if I keep some. I probably would. I'd probably keep some. Alright, since we answered the question, you guys are still eating. Let's go ahead and talk about the story, and then we'll sit on the couch and we're going to learn about this bird. It's called the black-headed gull. This is a newly appointed king set out to put his house in order, and in so doing gained great favor with God. There were various objects in his kingdom which had to be removed because they were detrimental to the nation and hindered his people from developing spiritually. Can anybody guess what the king's name is I'm describing?
David? Samuel.
No.
David? Judah.
I said it yesterday wrong.
David.
Hezekiah.
Hezekiah. We're learning about Hezekiah today. Okay? So this is kind of complicated, but Hezekiah had a dad who was ruling over a kingdom of Israel, okay? And his dad did everything wrong. He gave a lot to Egypt. He decided to worship gods that weren't the real God. And then his dad died.
You know what's even super nice?
Yeah, what's super nice?
Loving Jesus, and I love Jesus.
Oh, I love Jesus too so much.
Hey, Rice, this is
You don't
called.
want this big.
What is it?
This is called
Coconut patty. Creamy coconut with rich, dark, chocolatey coating. But what they don't say is it's like the sugariest coconut.
Well, it's dark chocolate.
You can have one, but I just...
I mean, sushi.
It's so
It's
sweet.
candy sushi.
20 grams of sugar
It's
and
candy
20 grams of
added
added sugar.
Then look, candy sushi.
Candy sushi.
Candy sushi.
Do you see this beautiful animal?
Yeah.
You doing this, babe?
That's so cute.
They live in the water. They feed off like crabs. They eat worms. They eat trash. The black-headed gold. Do you know why it's called the black-headed gold? It's got a black head. That's right.
And it's a gold.
Yeah, you see here they're building a nest. They often build nests with each other on the ground. They build a lot of them. They live in communities. They're very sociable. All right, so here's another picture, guys, of the black-headed gull. Just like that, they have a red beak. So this bird kind of teaches us a little bit about that story, because when these birds have their eggs, they're camouflaged, and their enemy can't really see them. They're camouflaged with the nests. And what's really cool about this bird? It pecks out its own feathers from its chest, because the feathers are there to keep it nice and warm, right? And they also have to keep their eggs warm. So they pull out the feathers from their chest, like in 3 different spots. If they have like 3 eggs, they'll pull out 3 different spots. And they'll put their chests where they pulled out the feathers against the eggs to keep the eggs warm. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. It pulls out its own feathers so that the eggs can touch the warmth. Eggs hatch though. It becomes a danger for their nests. Because when they first have them, they're camouflaged, right? Like brown and yellow to match the nest.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they have the egg, when the babies hatch, they open up, and what's inside of the egg?
The baby.
The baby.
The baby. And what does it look like inside of the eggshell?
It looks like a nest.
No, not the inside. It's white.
Oh yeah.
The predators can now see the eggs, and it puts the whole nest at risk. These birds are so smart. They take the eggshells after they have them, and they move the eggshells out of the nest so the bad people can't see the babies and know that there's a nest there.
That's crazy.
Just like Hezekiah went into the temple and removed all the false gods, all the idols. That was really cool, guys. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, it was so cool.
We're going to end the night. I'm going to ask them some questions, make sure they retain some of that. But it's really exciting. Character sketches. I'm excited to do it next Friday. Hey, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, he loves you.
And remember
to love each other.
Like bad money, kind of.
Yeah, mean money. It would be mean money. That called you annoying. Yeah. The money.